take my fucking suit off. 9 hours I had my suit on tonight. I usually don't show up till the main card. Go ahead. I'll try to hear you.
You set off Paris on a video. Like, did you have to deal with Conor? What was the conversation like, I'm guessing today, about the deal?
The mic goes out as soon as I get a power slap fucking question? Come on. Bullshit. Bullshit. What happened? What did he say? Oh, yeah. No, that happened today. Yeah, we got that done today. It's never hard with Conor. It's never hard with Conor. I say it all the time. Conor's been a great partner. He's easy to deal with, and we're back. Yeah, Conor's always been easy to deal with. He's a smart dude, and Conor is a die-hard UFC guy and will be till he retires and beyond.
I believe Ian Gary said him and Colby have agreed to fight. Would that be a good fight for that Conor McGregor card?
I don't know. We'll figure that out on many Tuesdays over the next several weeks. That's all the fights that I have for you now, the ones that I just announced.
And just wondering if you saw Amanda Nunes's reaction to
I did. I like it. I thought she retired too soon anyway. I like that she's intrigued by this fight. I love it. And I love Amanda. Amanda and I have an incredible relationship, and I think she's the GOAT in all combat sports, female. So if Kayla can get in there and win a title, it would absolutely be fun to see her come back and try to grab it again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right there. Kind of going off of that, what did you make of Kayla's performance? And on the flip side, what do you do with Holly after this?
Yeah, she let me tell you what. So going in against a legend like Holly, right, who's got tons of time in the octagon, and I don't care what level Kayla Harrison has competed at, I guarantee you she had some serious jitters tonight. And she came in there, she performed, and she literally put it to an absolute legend in all of combat sports. So obviously a big night for her and a big win. And I would love to see Holly retire.
Cyborg also tweeted that she wants the winner of Amanda.
Yeah.
And in the co-main event, did you see Janan? It looked like she got choked out at the end of the first round, and then she still got up. And
she definitely did. Yeah, I mean, she was. I mean, another gangster fight. Those two. The problem for those two was the fight that was before it. Those guys both fought a great fight tonight, and she was choked out, but she stood up and she walked back to her corner, and yeah.
And what did you make of Jalen's walk-off KO?
I know, man. He's going to regret that one for the next few weeks. Beautiful shot. Should have jumped on him and finished him. And, yeah, I feel sorry for the kid.
And then Diego Lopes wants to fight June 29th against Mozart, and then he wants to fight in the Spear against someone like Ilya or Brian or someone like that.
I love it. I love it. We'll see what happens. Listen, how badass is that kid? How fun and exciting is he? That kid's going to be an absolute superstar. So, listen, when guys say, hey, I want to fight here, there, and everywhere, I love that shit. So I'm looking forward to it.
Dana, any update going back to Canada at all? Canadian fans are wondering.
Right here off the top of my head, I can't think of any. No. Yes, we will, but no. Not right here, right now, off the top of my head.
Dana, I know you talked about UFC Hawaii for a long time. You said it's kind of impossible, but I know that you're looking to go to Hawaii for Power Slap, but
yep.
With Max Holloway being such a legend, like, do you feel like you have to bring him to Hawaii?
Let me ask you a question. I have, how many employees do we have now? 550? You think all 550 of my employees don't want to go to fucking Hawaii and do a fight? Believe me, we do. I want to go to Hawaii. Hawaii has been good to this company, to this sport for a very long time. Max Holloway is an I mean, we're talking tonight. The kid went to a whole nother level tonight, and he was already a superstar. They don't have the infrastructure for a fight over there. We can't do it.
Even if it's just like a little fight night, a cramped little Apex event, like in Hawaii, like, wouldn't the atmosphere just be off the wall for Max Holloway?
Yeah, but there's more to it than that. There's more to it than just going and doing a little. You're not going to go to Hawaii and do an Apex fight night. You know what I mean? Might as well fucking stay here and let them fly over here, and it doesn't make sense.
I got it.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Bellator has had Hawaii events.
Bellator could put on a fucking fight in the parking lot. Dude, I can't even believe you just said that. PF Bellator could. You know, PF Bellator was here on Friday. Did anybody know that? You're the media guys. I didn't know till fucking Friday. They were selling tickets, buy two, get two free. I'm not busting on them. That's a fucking fact. They put out a memo, buy two, get two free. You're having a bad fucking week if those are the memos you're putting out.
Hey, Dan.
There were more people in my fucking green room tonight than there were at the fight.
Finally, Bo Nickel, what do you think of his performance?
Incredible. Looked great. The thing you got to understand about that kid, he's 5-0, fought a guy with 15 fights, and he went out there. He's a fucking 2001 favorite and looked like it. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of pressure on him right now. He's got, all these expectations, and I think that some of the people feel like he's getting, this preferential treatment. No, we believe in the kid. We think that he's going to be a stud, and we think he's going to be a star. So he's handling this pressure really, really well. You know what I mean? He's got the type of pressure on him that after he wins against the guy who has 15 fights and he has 5, and he finishes them, he says thumbs down. I said, kid, you got to stop putting that kind of pressure on yourself. You just come out and do what you do. Just keep fucking doing what you do. Keep winning. You look great. Block out all this fucking bullshit and noise and yes.
Going back to Amanda and Kayla, would you ever consider doing that fight as a BMF title fight for women?
Well, if they did it, it would be for the belt. It would be for the championship.
But neither of them hold the title right now. So.
Well, they won't fight right now. I think what Amanda was saying, interesting. Let's see how this plays out. If she wins the belt, then maybe I come back. That's what I read from it. I don't think she was saying, hey, let's BMF this. I think she wants to come back and maybe see if she can regain her title. And then it's one of those things, and she's brilliant. She's brilliant for this because she's already looked at as the GOAT, right? And then you have this scary new woman that comes in and she destroys Holly Holm. Can she win the title? Can she get through Pena and Raquel? And if she does, for her to come back again and then possibly win this fight, it's impossible to deny her.
And there was also a moment where Armin, it looked like he was punching somebody in the crowd during his walkout.
Yeah, you might not want to hang over the things and grab people when they're walking out. These guys are all fucking piped up and whatever, and I'm sure we're probably going to get sued. We'll deal with that on Monday, too.
Thank you.
All right.
Dana, right over here.
Hi.
Dana in the back.
Yep, wherever you are, I see you. Yeah, there you go.
Gio Prohaska with a big pop from the crowd and got back in the win column. Obviously, he's still highly ranked. Can you talk a little bit about what your plans may be for him going forward?
I have no clue. You know what? I feel bad for those two. That was the fight of the night until the BMF fight happened. That was another. Let's talk about that fight. Thank you, sir. These poor kids, they went out there and fucking went to war, man. Rakic looked incredible. He was picking them apart. Prohaska comes back and wins the fight. Place is going crazy. Unbelievable fight. That was fight of the night until the insanity happened, for the BMF. So, yes, both those guys looked incredible. They both came out and laid it all out. And I'm happy for Prohaska. He's an absolute set. Plus, talk about leg kicks. I mean, his leg was done. He was done, and he pulls out the win in that fight.
Real quick on Zhang Wei Li. Obviously, she's been on a roll for quite a while now. We know there was a China event that got rescheduled. Is there a possibility we could bring her back to China for an event, or do you see her maybe in the U.S.?
I have no idea. We're working on a bunch of other places that we're going to go this year. I don't know if China is on the schedule yet or not. We're still kind of mapping out the end of the year. Yep.
Now that Conor and Chandler's official, was there any talk about showing like a graphic or video in front of the arena with the fans, or was that too last minute?
Yeah, no. That's all internet bullshit. Internet bullshit.
And obviously, Aljamain Sterling made his featherweight debut today against Calvin Kattar. While the fans didn't find it the most aesthetically pleasing, I want to just get your thoughts on his debut at 145 pounds.
Anytime you move up weight and you win, especially against a tough guy like Calvin, and I thought that here's what I will say about Aljo. I thought that he made Calvin look slow. You know, not a fan favorite on UFC 300, but moving up in weight and taking on a tough, gritty guy like Calvin is always a good win.
And speaking of fan favorites on UFC 300, I know you've been a part of many great fights and moments. Where do you rank those final 10 seconds between Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje amongst the moments you've seen in person?
The whole fight, let alone the 10 seconds. But the last 10 seconds is the type of Arturo Gatti shit that I always talk about that fight fans love. There's a reason that people love Gaethje and Holloway the way that they do, and that's it right there. When you're a fight fan, that's like a dream. Two guys like that squaring off and facing each other. Broken nose, fucking eye pokes, legs all busted up. Guys way out in head. There's no denying who's, you sit there and go, Holloway won this fight. He says, let's do it. Let's go right in the middle. And they both do it. You'll see a lot of guys that'll go, oh, we're going to go right in the middle. We're going to do this. And then the fight starts and maybe not. Right? And there's a lot of guys that try to do come on, let's go do this. When you have two savages like those two that go out and just do it, it's just, you couldn't script that. If you saw it in the movie, you'd call bullshit on it.
Last one for me, I see you're wearing the UFC PI Mexico shirt. They just announced the UFC Academy over there with 19 athletes from Mexico and Latin America representing. So how big is that for the next step of continued growth in MMA out there in Mexico and Latin America?
Yeah, it went really well down there. The combine that they did, and basically the team that worked down there in the combine came back and told me, holy shit, wait till you see what's going to happen down here in the next couple of years, which I already knew. Yeah, it's incredible. I'm really looking forward to the future with Mexico.
Dana,
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about that last 10 seconds with Justin and Max. We saw a little bit of that with Jim Miller and Bobby Green, and Jim Miller obviously didn't get it done tonight, but this historic streak of 100, 200, 300, how impressive is his longevity and what he did?
Yeah, great point. Great point. And again, two more warriors that went out tonight and just went for it. And yeah, he was on a bad receiving end of that Bobby Green fight. I just saw a picture of him in the hospital right now. His face is not good. Yeah, there's going to be some people that are sore over the next couple of weeks, man. Everybody showed up tonight.
And I talked to Islam Makhachev a few weeks ago, and he was very adamant. He just wanted to fight June 1st. He didn't care who. Did you have the Poirier fight done coming into tonight, or was there a possibility if one of these lightweight fights went smooth and those guys wanted to turn around, were they in the running?
There were a couple other options, yeah. We were looking at other people too.
And I appreciate you dropping PFL Tour. I actually coined that one.
Yeah, thank you.
David, to your right.
Yeah.
The pacing of all the way over to.
Hi.
Hey there. The pacing of the show was a little bit different tonight, and I suspect it's because you had an enormous level of advertisers that were being crammed into the broadcast. Can you compare maybe 200 to where you are now, and how different it is?
How did you feel the pacing was different than regular?
It felt a little bit slower.
Really?
It felt a little bit slower, both in the.
I had them. Have you ever been to a boxing event, ma'am?
Listen.
There's fucking 45 minutes to an hour between fights. The walk-in is an hour and 15 minutes. The list goes on and on. I thought that the pace of the show tonight was